Hi everyone. Do we need to take the booster dose for coronavirus? If so, why? Why we are not able to produce HIV vaccine till now? Why some vaccines are taken repeatedly and some vaccines once in a lifetime? Okay, to understand today we are going to discuss about the vaccine and immune sera. Okay, vaccine is introduction of the antigen, either a part of pathogen or the whole pathogen, either killed or attenuated to systemic circulation, so that it can boost our immune system. Okay, so here the we can categorize these pathogens or antigens as a free antigen, whole pathogen or intracellular pathogen. So, whole pathogen, it is extracellular pathogen or intracellular pathogen or a part of antigen. So, here what happens when the whole pathogen is there. So, here in systemic circulation there is a specific cells called as macrophages that will engulf these pathogens and it will chop into small pieces and produce on the receptors. Okay. So, here these receptors can directly communicate with the T cells and B cells. So, resulting of that, these T cells and B cells undergo the secretion of specific cytokines like IL-2 and IL-6 that ultimately helpful for the proliferation of these cells, that will enhance the immune response, because of the clonal proliferation of the B cells and T cells ultimately is going to be produce the higher immune activity. So, if you coming to these intracellular pathogens, these are the agents which will present in the cell. So, here to kill this pathogen we need to kill the entire cell. So, here normally we use the cytotoxic T cells or CD8 T cells which will secretes the harmful chemical called as leukotriene. So, these leukotrienes are going to kill this entire cell along with this pathogen. So, normally this particular we will call it as a cellular response, whereas this is called as humoral, where antibodies are involved in this, we will call it as humoral response. Okay. So, here normally a particular our immune system is going to be recognized a specific sequence of this pathogen, and it will creates the antibodies which can target to this particular pathogen. Okay. So, in case of the AIDS or HIV, so here there will be for the detection and for the from the production of this antibodies, it will take some 21 days. These are called as latent period. So, in this latent period, so HIV what it will do is it will change its external envelope structure. So, resulting of that, whatever the antibodies are produced, they cannot target to this protein. So, that is why we are not able to control the HIV. Okay. So, in the proliferation, some of the cells are going to be converted to the T cells. These the T cells, T memory cells and B memory cells. These memory cells has the capability to respond vigorously when the same infection is caused second time. So, that is why we are supposed to take the booster dose. So, here when we take the first dose, so this process is going to be done and immunoglobulins are ready for us to combat with this pathogen. Apart from that, there will be some memory cells. Okay. So, when we take the second dose, so here there will be the higher activity of the T cells can be seen. So, that results the higher production of the antibodies which will provide the protection to the host. So, that is the reason why you are supposed to take the booster dose compulsorily. Okay. So, normally if you take this coronavirus vaccine, so there is two types of vaccines now available. One is Covishield and Covaxin. Covaxin is a killed virus vaccine, whereas Covishield is a live attenuated vaccine. So, attenuated vaccine in the sense, so the pathogen is live, but it loses its capacity to produce the disease. So, that is called as live attenuated vaccine. Okay. So, apart from that, we will have this immune sera. Okay. When the individual is suffering like his undergone this snake bite, so obviously we will rush him to the hospital. Okay. So, where they will take they will give some specific injection to control the effects of this venom. Okay, here basically this venom is going to be prepared by, so here the venom is going to be collected from the snake, and this venom is going to be given to the horse in a sublethal dose. Okay, so when we give, so here venom is nothing but protein. When you introduce any protein to a systemic circulation, obviously this process is going to be repeated and antibodies are going to be prepared which will act against to that particular protein. So here protein is venom. Okay, so here antibodies are going to be synthesized in the horse which will target to specific protein called as venom. Okay, so after 21 days, I mean to say after a latent period, so we will isolate the blood and we will separate the serum. In the serum, we will have these specific antibodies which can target to that particular venom. So we will use as a anti-sera. So whenever the snake bite individuals came, so normally we will give these specific drugs or the agents which will counteract the activity of the poison or venom of the snake. Okay, so likewise the TT vaccine, when we expose to the wounds to the environment, normally we will take this TT vaccine, right. So here in environment there are a lot of Clostridium species are there, so that may cause the sepsis. So to inhibit that, what we do is we will culture this bacteria and we isolate these toxins. Okay, these toxins are again injected to the horse. So where during this latent period the antibodies are going to be synthesized, these antibodies are going to be carefully separated and used as a TT vaccine. So these are very short living because our immune system is no way involved in this, only we are taking the ready made antibodies from this. So that is why it is short living, whereas the cells are involved in this. So it is called as the cellular immunity or antibodies production is called as humoral immunity. So in both cases our immune system is going to be involved. So this is called as active immunity. Okay, so active immunity is going to be continue for the lifelong. Okay, whereas passive immunity is temporarily. So that is the reason why we will take the repeatedly the TT vaccine. Okay, so I mean to say this is the basic mechanism why we will take the vaccines once in a life. Say for example, polio vaccine we will take once in a life. So here what it will do, it will, the memory cells has the memory whenever the new pathogen enters or the pathogen which causes this polio enters, obviously this machinery is ready to combat with this particular pathogen. Okay, so this is how the vaccines are going to be used or worked. Okay, hope this video is useful. Thank you.